What up, baby? Welcome to the Lil Quick Fast podcast. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you're following some of the tips I've given you and implementing them in your life. Look, you can watch these videos all day, but if you're not practicing it when you go out, if you're not doing your own research, finding your weaknesses and improving on those, and then actually implementing those things that you learn, nothing's ever going to happen. So I would challenge you guys to do that this week. If you haven't, start it. And if you have, congratulations, that's awesome. Hope you guys are drinking water, drinking your fruits, getting all your protein and things that you should be getting, working out, stuff like that. You know what I'm all about. I'm gonna jump right into this. Last week and the weeks before, we're talking about first impressions and how we look, how we present ourselves. I wanna talk about getting into conversations, some do's and don'ts of that, all right? I'm gonna take this off. First of all, I'll give you some like a few tips that are going to help you out. Anyone can start a conversation asking about random whatever. Hey man, how's the weather? Where do you live? What do you do? Stuff like that. The things that are going to set you apart though is having something in your back pocket, something that you've already prepared. All right. So normally, if you're jumping into a conversation or you're just trying to do an icebreaker to start the conversation, as soon as you go, yeah, man, so how about this weather? It's like they're thinking, oh man, damn, dude, same old question, same old boring character. I've done this conversation a million times. But when you have something in your back pocket, such as current events, sports in your area, or anything like that, something that's different, something that's intriguing, something they can actually relate to, then that's when you're going to get better conversations, and you're going to keep that conversation longer. I think one of the things that people tell me is that they would open their mouth more and say something if they didn't feel like the conversation would just die and that it would be awkward. Okay, and that's fine. But I will share this with you, and that is those people most of the time are thinking the exact same thing as you. They're nervous and they just met you. They don't know really what to talk about, and they don't want the fear of the conversation dying to happen. And so the way our brain works is that it's keeping us from receiving pain. So whenever we feel embarrassed, we're receiving pain. So rather than just open our mouth and start talking, our brain's telling us to be quiet so we don't say anything dumb, and also so that we can feel comfortable. All right, so these three things are going to help you out. Have something to talk about in your back pocket. Watch current events. Watch the sports in the morning. Watch what's going on in politics. Watch anything, something that you can pull out of your back pocket if you don't have something to talk about with that person. All right. Number two, I would say is that at any time you can make a comment about something that they're wearing. Whether it be good or bad, it doesn't matter, because a lot of times if you do say something like, dude, that outfit's great, but what's up with that shirt, man? Like, what made you choose that? Something like that. Like, man, that looks gay, dude. That looks super gay. How do you be so gay? Just anything, something like that to get the conversation started. They're gonna know you're joking. It's gonna break the ice. Laughter is something that's really great. Also, say something's going on in the background. Point it out. Dude, look at that guy over there. I can't believe he just took 3 shots in 3 minutes, man. That's crazy. I think the last time I did that, I woke up under a bridge with a crack pipe in my hand. I mean, just anything, just crazy shit makes people love you, all right? Also, the camaraderie of joining in to kind of laugh about someone and not necessarily make mean fun about them, but make it playful, make it colorful. Don't make it just so, dark and stuff like that, unless it's that type of person, and you'll kind of get the vibe for that, all right? So things in the background that you can comment on their clothes, all right? I'll say, man, before you just jump in and start hating on people though, try to get your conversation good to the point where you can just make conversations all simple comments about their clothes, all right? Make it nice at first, and then once you kind of get in there and you've developed your own personality of things you can talk about, then I would say, yeah, let's joke with some people, all right? Number 3 thing that you can do is your storytelling, telling a story. Oh man, dude, like I just did. Dude, that reminds me of this time such and such happened. Now, the thing about the storytelling is that the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, all right? So putting details in, talking about how you felt, talking about the way things were in the environment in that story, those more details are going to make the story good. People love stories. We go to movies, we watch podcasts, we listen to songs. Those are all storytelling, okay? So get those skills down and it's going to keep you from getting in those weird situations where it's just crickets going off. For me, a lot of the times, if I am in a conversation with someone and it just dies, I'm fine with it. I enjoy that silent time right there. They're probably thinking of something to say to pick up the conversation if they want to talk to you in the first place. A lot of times you need to realize some people don't want to be talked to anyways. All right. So if you're feeling pressure to say something and you don't know what to say, don't say anything. All right. But when you do want to start up a conversation, you have a business venture or you have something that you want to talk to them about, or you notice something about them, don't be scared. Just open your mouth and start talking. That is going to tell your brain to keep talking, okay? It's the scaredness that's stopping you from starting those conversations. But let's be creative. Let's not be boring, all right? No one likes that boring shit. There was a guy, he used to come in and he would have random stories, but it never had anything to it. Stories need a beginning, a middle, and an end, all right? And I've learned this from this gentleman. He would just have stories like, yeah, so the dog had 3 legs and I just see it every day just hopping down the road. And it's like, that's fucking crazy, dude. But at the same time, what happened before? How'd the dog lose its legs? Shit like that, okay? So pretty badass. If you're talking to a woman, you know, women will love compliments, man. You give a girl a compliment and it's genuine and it's not like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Don't say any shit like that, but just, oh, look at those nails, right? Anything. Then if you're at a business meeting or something, hey man, that's a nice suit. I like those shoes. You paired that well. You know, what are you, a fashionista? Just to fuck with them a little bit? They know you're joking, man. All right? These are the things that get people going, open them up. They are just as uncomfortable as you. They want to talk, they don't know what to say either. A man takes control of the situation and takes care of it, okay? So these are all things that go back along with the main thing of the man being in control of the situation, being ready for anything, being prepared. I have stories. I'm a great storyteller. I can give, you know, I could talk about the surroundings around us, you know, point something out. Anything to get those conversations. There's so many things to talk about. So don't ever be nervous about not having anything or the conversation going dead. You got this, all right? I'm going to leave that with y'all for this week. Thanks for stopping in. As always, have a good week. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. All right? Later.